So button jams, 8 big blinds PKO. We call for 40 with ace queen against ace 9. This is big. Oh, come on, that's brutal. Jack ball. Yes! Woo! That's a $55 tournament, but fuck that. That's a lot of chips, man. You gonna do me like that again today? No, it's too many chips. It's too many chips. I don't care if it's $50. Here, I just won $8. That shit was fun. That was exciting. That was worth it. That made today fun. Woo! Okay. See, it's the spots. It's not the. I could have opened this king 6 suit. I think this is close. Those of you guys that are on the stream that haven't been to BBZPoker.com in a long time, I have made a lot of new courses. So this is the first shameless plug of the stream, but I got nothing to say, so might as well say this. So in the last year or so, 2 years if you include simple poker systems, right? I've built simple poker systems, passive poker systems, pressure systems, and multi-way systems. So the goal of those courses is to simplify the game. So you're supposed to understand how those lines, the lines that relate to that specific scenario work after you watch the course. So simple poker systems was basically the simplest strategies that are the easiest to implement the fastest. Basically the first lessons that I teach my private students. Right? When I have private CFP students, and that's a big part of what I do for a living, is the first lessons that I teach them, especially if they're weaker players, are the lessons that are in simple poker systems, right? And then passive poker systems looks at the more passive lines, like bet, check, flop, check, turn, check, flop, probe, turn, check, flop, check, turn, bet, river, bet, turn, check, flop, check, turn, river. So that's what passive systems does. Pressure systems does the opposite. Looks at double barreling and triple barreling. Multi-way systems doesn't really need explaining. So if you haven't checked those out, you should check them out. If you're trying to get better at poker. Getting better at poker, if you're just here to hang out, you don't really give a shit about getting better at poker, don't check them out. But if you're trying to get better at poker, I do a lot of poker coaching. I coach a lot. And if you don't know who I am, you can go to YouTube. There's a video called Who is BBZ? You can go watch that. Explains who I am. And why I know how to play poker reasonably well. And if you like Pone Diddy, check out the seminars. If you like, Pone Diddy's been playing Triton events and $100,000 plus buy-in tournaments and shit. You like that shit? Cheapest place you can get taught by Pone Diddy, BBZ Poker seminars. Ape Styles, seminars, Yargo, Bowie Effect. Bowie Effect's super good. Seminars. So, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna do it again. Maybe I'll do it again when I bust both these tournaments, but I wasn't saying anything, so I was gonna say that. One thing no one mentions when talking about theory. It's more fun when you know what you're doing. Yeah, poker is way more fun when you know what you're doing, and it's much less tilting. It's much less frustrating. You can still get frustrated, particularly if you're prone to being easily frustrated. Then you'll still get frustrated. But a lot of being frustrated is just not knowing what to do, right? There's a cumulative build throughout sessions, right? And if you don't know what to do, and then you make a mistake, and then you don't know what to do in the next one, and then you're gonna get mad. The more you know what to do, the less frustrated you'll get. I agree with that. Spacky, what's up? Is this going to be uploaded later on YouTube? I hope so. I've done some streams that didn't get uploaded on YouTube, and I'm frustrated by that with some people on my team, and they know that. So hopefully this one gets uploaded to YouTube. And yeah, hopefully this gets uploaded to YouTube. My intention is for that to happen, but this is, if I'm going to stream a lot, I have to make sure we're getting these clipped up and dropped into YouTube. And I'm not planning on streaming a ton, but if I'm going to stream once a week or something, or try to stream once a week, I'm not trying to tell anybody that I'm streaming once a week, okay? But I do want to get a meaningful amount of hands before the end of the year. That's what I want. I want, and like, you know, initially I was like telling I was spitballing like 100,000 hands, which is a lot of hands. And that might be too many hands, but I want to try to play like a few thousand hands before the end of the year. Like a meaningful amount, you know, like 50,000, 60,000. I would like to get like a good block of volume in before the year ends. Which is like, you know, I could play 100,000 hands in a month. All I was doing was playing poker. But that's not all I'm doing. So, and like, you know, I've got a wife and I've got a daughter and I like spending time with both of them, and it makes streaming tournaments difficult. And like, I don't lie, right? Like my wife knows, you know, like I'm not gonna like, oh, you know, I need the money. Like she's like, fuck off. So, you know, like I'm gonna try to play and I'm gonna try to get like 50,000 hands in. I'd like to have a little sample, and I would like to, like get some emotion in the mix for studying PKOs. Like I'd like to get frustrated so that I can go find answers. And that definitely happened today. Like there were a bunch of spots that were PKOs where like I'm annoyed, and like I have a 5:30 tournament that like is reasonable for me to look at, and I can like look at it from the perspective of playing, making the decisions, you know, PKO adjusted, and try to improve those decisions, which is the fucking point. So, yeah, gonna try to play a bit, but I'm gonna try to make sure that every time I play, I get it uploaded to YouTube. That should happen. Yeah, my schedule for streaming and stuff has not always been the greatest. Like my planning around like, okay, like this game starts this time, so if I do this, then it'll end at this time and I'll be able to, you know, like go do what I need to do, like go take my daughter out to dinner. Like I was playing heads up once for like a bunch of money, like kind of like, I don't know, 10,000 or something, 15,000, something like that. And like not like 100,000, okay, but I was playing for like a good amount, and it was like an anniversary with me and my wife, and I had to go to dinner, and I was like, I can't really miss this dinner, and I like started just punting in the fucking heads up match. Like I started like, you know, basically any kind of okay jam spot, I just took it. I had to go. Like, it was a lot of money, but. And I didn't really think about like asking my wife if she'd be cool if we just like rescheduled it, because I was just like, I'm not gonna, in my head, I'm like, I can't miss this dinner. So I was just like, I don't care about this money. Like I can't miss this fucking dinner. But I probably should have just pushed the dinner a day. Should have just canceled, and yeah. But it was, in my head, I wasn't gonna cancel. It wasn't an option. All right, GG King Jack. Trouts, you're out. GG, sir. Okay, there are 7 left. We've locked up $400. Great. So, all right, well, I guess we're squeezing jacks. That's good. That's good. Wow. Wow. So someone spins and sent me a screenshot of studying Jordan's multi-way system course today, but prefer your system of making the nuts. Spin and said if I'm looking for inspiration for my next course. Funny guy over there. Yeah, it's a bit wide, but like not. It's not like irresponsible wide when you cover everybody. There's worse things you could do. So I feel obligated to like see bet range here, and then like feel miserable about the fact that I could be playing against bet 2-bet, and that sucks. So happy we didn't face the check raise, and obviously lots of bluffs on this board, right? King highs, 9x, spades, plenty of value bets too. Kind of awkward spot. My range is capped. Okay, he's probably got a jack, but there's not much I can do about it. Oof. We win. That's good. Playing's good. Yeah, I mean, semi like vulnerable when I show down 10-9 offsuit, right? Out and open. My raise percentage starts to get semi vulnerable, but it's not like I'm raise calling 10-9 suited, but. Oh shit. My bad, guys. You guys missed all of that, and I'm only two tabling, but like fuck, I get lazy when I'm doing this. So this was the open we had, right? This was always be awkward, right? Ace Jack, like if the big blind jams there, it's a bit awkward with Ace Jack. Ace Jack's a bit awkward. And then what was the other one? Oh, there's this one. I thought I had this table up. My bad, guys. So there's the Jack 5 suited, and we just raise and take it from the cutoff. Again, that's the spot where it would be. So the button jams 8 big blinds PKO. We call for 40 with ace queen against ace 9. This is big. Oh, come on, that's brutal. Jack ball. Yes! Woo! That's a $55 tournament, but fuck that. That's a lot of chips, man. You gonna do me like that again today? No. It's too many chips. It's too many chips. I don't care if $50. Here, I just won $8. That shit was fun. That was exciting. That was worth it. That made today fun. Woo! Okay. See, it's the spots. It's not the. I could have opened this king 6 suited. I think this is close. I get 3-bet this too. It's close. It's a bit much, I think. And it's dominated by every pair. Oh, man, should have had more heart. This is an easy hand to 3-bet. Not this one. This one's easy to fold. This one. This is an easier one to 3-bet. And we're gonna fold this versus raise %. Pretty standard. Sad face. Very interesting turn card. Gotcha. Alright, small blind limp, I check back. I can check this hand back and I can stab this hand. I think both are close. I have the 8 of spades, which matters for me. I'll get check called a little bit less when I stab this suit version of this hand. It's an interesting turn card. I think it's like a very difficult line for the out of position player to actually do 2-bet. Oh, did you guys see that? I hope you guys fucking saw that. I don't know how stupid I am. But I hope you guys saw that. Fucking hell. Small blind limps, we check back. We stab. I definitely think about checking back the turn and barrel. And then we triple and we get called by top pair. I mean, for what it's worth, like, it's like, you know, hey, you sucked out. It's like, of course I sucked out. But I was the whole time I was betting, I was betting with a lot of equity, right? I had a gut shot on the flop. I had a gut shot and a 2-pair draw on the turn, right? Gut shot and a 2-pair plus draw on the turn. And then I river trips. So, you know, like I wasn't like fucking freestyling there with nothing the whole time and then got lucky. This is not my favorite hand to do this with. But I haven't been very active with 3-bets and, you know, take a shot every now and then. Seems fine. River a queen or a jack. That's pretty good. Oh, fucking hell. Well, I'm gonna call. And I'm gonna call because I have a club. I guess that means he loses. That bluff would work on a large part of my range, but I have too good of a bluff catcher to really think like too deeply about it. I don't know, I mean, like, I'm gonna fucking forget on the one hand. On the one hand, I feel like I'm gonna forget to unmute my mic when I drink this coffee if I mute it and so I don't slurp into your ears. But on the other hand, I feel like I don't want to slurp into your ears, so. I guess he can jam, and he can bluff as a jam, and then we can call with a straight. Where do people watch Twitch? I pay for pay-per-view because I can, so I do. I wouldn't know how to get it illegally. Wee boy, am I planning on streaming more often? Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stream a lot. My last stream was a long time ago, so this is already a lot compared to that. So it's not the bar is not hard to beat. But yeah, like I plan on streaming again before too long. Didn't really expect that a lot. Ah, fuck. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, I wouldn't jam without the club. Yeah. I mean, I think that's just like pretty unfortunate, but I felt like the flop 2-bet was like, I felt like I believed it. I felt like it was like relatively value dense. Obviously, that could mean pocket threes, but there's also obviously like ace king in that range, pocket aces in that range, obviously aces with a club in that range, ace king with a club in that range. I thought that it was possible that king queen was in the range, but like not super likely. So, but I also like was sort of skeptical about how much, like whether or not, I mean, like a little bit skeptical like pocket threes being an open, although that's probably an open, and a little skeptical of like how much this player really wants to 2-bet me with a flush draw here on the flop. So this is fucking awkward. I think I can fold this, but I don't know, maybe I can't. So we called, and then like we turn, like if I think this player is flush draw light, and then I have a flush draw blocker, like one of the primary flush draw blockers. Like I said, I called. That's not good. And so here, this like we turn this card, and we've got like one of the primary flush draw blockers at the same time that we turn trips, and we beat aces, ace king. And then he checks, which was like to his credit, which is like the line that he would take with aces and ace king and king queen if he does in fact have it. Runner order spades. I'll take the 8. Fuck, man. It's not going too hot right now. So anyways, we ended up going for it. And, you know, expecting to win by running into, yeah, like an ace king, you know, which would just be like a strong pre-flop range plus the check raise, like an ace king heavy, aces heavy, maybe king queens of hearts specifically heavy range. Like that was how I envisioned like winning enough to justify that, and like, you know, his flop check raise being super light flush draws, like that was how I envisioned, you know, this working. I mean, like, I think he has a pair of 5s, but this is just gotten like, this is just like, I beat a pair of 5s and I lose everything else, so I'm just gonna check. Nice, I lost. I'm glad I didn't put the bet out there. Yeah, we'll call. He can definitely have a 9, but yep. You got a 9. He can also have ace 5 though. I mean, like, I think he can have ace 5 still, or ace 8 still. Like, I don't think I can fold that hand. You know, like, he's still evaluating king 9 on the turn, which I think is good. Like, you know, he's evaluating king 9 on the turn. I think that he could easily be evaluating ace 5 on the turn, ace 4, ace 3 on the turn. Now, it's obviously easier to evaluate the river with king 9 than it is to evaluate the river with ace 4, ace 5, but I think it's like, you know, you raise pre-flop, check flop. You know, I think it's possible, it's conceivable for sure that he evaluates the river there with an ace, and makes my hand like basically unfoldable, especially against that size. So size wasn't like huge or anything. Here, 4 bigs, pocket 4s. Hopefully we win a flip. We do. We do win the flip. So 4 left. I think it's a flat still, but like, fuck, do I just want to jam and just like not deal with this shit? Kind of. I don't think this is a jam, but like, oh, it's just gonna be so fucking hard for me personally. Like, it's gonna be so hard for me to like not fuck that up with the equity realization post flop. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to flat there, and I'll look at it later, but like, I need to know, I want to know like how the flop and turn are supposed to work and stuff, and I think it's really close with 8-5. Okay, buddy. Your game. Okay, 3 left. So, 3 left. We've got locked up $1,200, which is actually like, that's good. You know, that's good. I didn't have to play that long today. So we locked up $1,200. We bought in. Presumably, we're just going to assume that Poker Tracker is correct. We're stuck 600 going into like right now, and then we're up whatever we make in these 2 games. So that means we've made $600. That's a shitty flop. Oh, that's a good river though. You know, we've made $600 plus these 2 games. So, yeah. Or sorry, not 2 games, $600, but we're free rolling the rest of this if we can do better than third, and then plus whatever we cash for here. So we've had a good day regardless. It says we've got $180 in bounties, so that's $800 roughly, right? 780. $780 in total. Plus we cashed this one for like nothing, $80 or something. So we've almost made $1,000 today. Do you think there are any advantages to playing in chips instead of big blinds? Maybe for calculating PKOs, like calculating KOs. But I've been playing poker for a long time and I never played in big blinds, so I hate it. So I play in chips. What do you think of hyper MTTs? Or is there too much variance? I think they're fine. Ugh, this is fucking awkward. Against 3.5x. This might be a call. I don't know. I don't know the answer there. Good turn. Folding here.